What is up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Forging the New MCU, a series where I break down each project in my own Marvel movie universe from a series of live streams that myself and Marvel Mad did over a course of 4 streams. You can go check them out, and I'll have them linked below. Today I'm going to be talking about the 4th entry in Phase 1 of the Cosmic Saga, Black Panther. Before I get started though, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and share it around. I'd really appreciate it. And let me know what your thoughts are on the project at the end of this video. So let's get started. Alright, so the synopsis for Black Panther is King T'Challa, the Black Panther, faces a formidable threat when Ulysses Klaw, a ruthless mercenary, orchestrates a series of devastating events to access a hidden vibranium meteor within Wakanda's caves. As Klaw's sinister actions lead to the loss of countless lives, T'Challa must grapple with the weight of his responsibilities as both a ruler and the Black Panther. So again, because this universe is an established universe, T'Challa has already been on the Avengers. This is T'Challa going back to Wakanda as he believes his responsibility lies there, much like Thor in this universe, leaving the Avengers to take care of Asgard. So now T'Challa is a full-time king in Wakanda, and he's taking care of all the political responsibilities and tasks he needs to do as the king and as Black Panther. So right away from the synopsis, we find out that Ulysses Klaw is the villain in this movie. So the reason I chose Klaw is because he's such a classic Black Panther villain, but because he's a mercenary, you can tie him to different parts of the Marvel Universe, which is exactly what I did, and I will mention what I did soon. So because of all of the, political situation of Wakanda not really revealing itself to the world, it is known to smart people such as, I'm not going to say, but you'll kind of get a hint later on, but there are people that are aware of Wakanda, and that's why Klaw has found it, and he's found through his sonic powers that there is a meteor inside Wakanda that possesses a strong concentration of vibranium. And the Wakandans have been mining this for years, but it's only been known to them. And now that Klaw knows and the people that hired him knows, it's a big issue for T'Challa to handle. Now for the look of Black Panther in this, because he's established as the king of Wakanda, I think this would be the perfect opportunity for him to have the big collar and short cape, kind of like going halfway down his back. I think that look is perfect. It's a shame that we didn't get this look in the MCU. And I know going into this is like going to be nowhere near as good of a story as the Black Panther story in the current MCU with Chadwick Boseman. Like obviously no one's going to live up to that because he set the bar so high. But in this universe, this is how I envision his first movie in the established universe. And if this were to happen as an actual movie, obviously this would be much later down the road. So I think after that time has passed, I think Marvel would be ready to reboot, which this could be the perfect way to bring back T'Challa to the screen. And again, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. He's an absolute legend. So for this, it's going to be revealed that Klaw was hired by a powerful person, and the vibranium he's searching for is essential to a bigger plan. Obviously throughout this story, there's been cosmic artifacts being targeted by someone, and in this, it's kind of taken a different turn. Yes, it's still a part of the Cosmic Saga and the overall story, but now this figure's focus has switched to a different perspective of their mission. And what we know about vibranium is that it's one of the strongest metals on Earth in the Marvel Universe. So that may give you a hint at what could be happening with this. Maybe someone's building something. I'm not going to reveal it right away. So throughout the story, you're obviously going to have the Klaw versus T'Challa aspect. Obviously, they're going to have a battle at the end. And in this battle, T'Challa will end up apprehending Klaw and imprison him in Wakanda. He's not going to kill him because it's against his ideology, but he's imprisoned in Wakanda. He's stripped of his sonic weaponry and all that. But Klaw now has failed his mission that he was hired to go on. As for the post-credit scene for this, I came up with this kind of like based off how I would envision it in my head. So there's a scientist that ends up walking through a medieval castle to reach a laboratory. We see multiple failed models of silver armor, all with heavy damage. The scientist looks at a screen with a vibranium shard on it and says to someone else, "Klaw has failed," perhaps we need to make a stronger impression. So this post-credit scene links Klaw's mission to something far greater. From the information I've explained in this post-credit scene, you can kind of gather what's going on and who might be behind this. I've dropped medieval castle, laboratory, scientist, silver armor. That might give you a hint as to who is behind this. And I've kind of dropped hints in each video as to who might be behind it, but this is where it's starting to become more obvious who might be behind it. So that is the post-credit scene for Black Panther. This is obviously going to tie into the greater universe soon. It's not like a huge deal at the moment, but in phase 3, there's going to be something huge that happens with what happens in this. So that is Black Panther. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments below. And again, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it around. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video where I will be talking about X-Men. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.